If you're looking for a more modern look for the rear end of your 2018 to 2020 F-150 with the factory LED Bliss taillights, this set of LED taillights with the black housing and the clear lens will be a fantastic option to look into. Now, this will be great for the F-150 owners who have a damaged taillight or simply are looking to update the appearance compared to the standard factory taillight. Now, these will also add more of a stealthy approach with the black housing on the inside, making this great if you're looking to match any other darker black accessories on your build, and the contrast of the LED running light will make you a lot more noticeable and stylish if you're looking to completely transform the rear end of your F-150. Now, as I mentioned, and as it says in the name, these are going to feature, again, that black housing that's really going to add more of that aggressive appeal to the back end of the F-150 while incorporating a clear lens so you get that darker look without compromising any lighting performance. Now, speaking of the lighting, this will have a large fiber optic style running light bordering the perimeter of the taillight that's going to elevate the look, especially compared to some other more simplistic choices. You're also getting a redesign with the marker lights as well as the reflectors on the inside and on this upper corner here, but the star of the show is really the cluster of red LEDs right up at the top that's going to boast that modern look on the back of your truck. This is also going to come with the factory Bliss system, so you don't have to compromise when it comes to new taillights. You don't have to lose that functionality. This is going to be completely compatible. These will be tough, made of an ABS plastic construction that will have a factory style fit. Now, they're also going to have a tough plastic lens on the front that's really going to clean up the look of these lights by adding that Euro style appearance. Now, the LEDs are also going to be incredibly efficient. As you may already know, you're not going to have to do much maintenance at all. These are going to have a much longer lifespan than a factory incandescent. Not to mention, these are going to be completely plug and play, so you don't have to worry about any wiring with this set, making the installation hassle-free. Now, this set's going to come in at roughly $550, being a pretty average price for a set of taillights. Now, I think that it's well worth the price if you're looking to elevate the styling and keep the factory Bliss system as far as safety features are concerned. Now, compared to other options available, these are going to take a more dynamic approach rather than the traditional taillight. So again, I think if you're looking to switch it up while keeping that modern appearance and making your F-150 stand out, then these are going to be a great set to choose. Install is going to be a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to get the job done, but I wouldn't be surprised if you got it done a lot sooner. Now, speaking of the install, one of our customers here has actually installed this on their truck and is going to walk you through all the details step by step. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into the install.
For this installation, we need a 7mm socket, 8mm socket, flathead screwdriver, and T20 Torx screwdriver. We are going to be swapping out the taillights, and we have to move the blind spot modules over to the new lights. All right, first we need to remove these 2 bolts with the 8mm socket and wrench. After that, removing the taillight is easy. Give it a little jiggle, feel it pop out. And down here, press the disconnect for the harness, pop it out. All right, so we have the factory taillight here on the left, and this is the new one on the right. So what we need to do is remove this heatsink and the blind spot module, and then move it over to this side. Now we're gonna remove the right side taillight using the same 8mm socket. Remove the 2 bolts. And then again, some light pressure, pull out. Unclip the wiring harness. We're good to go. So as you all saw, these taillights are held on by 2 bolts in the front, and in the back part of the taillight, these little pegs that go into these plastic housings. You want to make sure that from the factory taillights, you take off any of these little plastic bits that get stuck on, and then put them, just like this one is, back where they're supposed to go. so that the new taillights fit in the correct way. These can be difficult to just pull off. The best way to do it, I already did this one, but you just pop it off with a flathead screwdriver. Once you get it off, just slide it right back in. All right, now we need to transfer the blind spot module over from the old factory taillights to the new ones. To do that, we use a 7mm socket. Remove these 4 bolts. Pull this out. All right, once you pull the heatsink and the blind spot module out, there's 2 T20 bits that we need to remove. That will allow you to remove the blind spot module from the heatsink. On the module itself, there's this wiring harness. We need to lift the clip. Push down on the clip and remove. All right, now to install the blind spot module and the heatsink on the new taillight, take the module and connect the wiring harness. Fit it back onto the heatsink, and then install the 2 T20 screws. I like to get them started with my fingers, and then use my screwdriver to tighten them down. After that, this can be fitted back in here, making sure there's no wires sticking out along the edge. Take the 7mm bolts and tighten those back down. I like to put them on in a crisscross pattern just to make sure all edges are fully seated. All right, guys, once you have both of the blind spot modules swapped over, it's time to install the taillight. So there are these 3 pegs that go into different parts of the body of the truck. I'm gonna make sure they all line up. Before you do that, make sure you connect the wiring harness until you hear it click. Push these wires inside, line it all up. After that, take your 2 8mm bolts and get them started with my fingers. And then we'll take the 8mm socket and tighten them down. Make sure to not over tighten these. They thread into plastic, so it can be easy to strip. Install the right side. Pretty much the same thing. Connect the wiring harness until you hear it click. Line up your pegs. Push it in, and then get these bolts started. finish it off with the socket wrench. All right, now we've got them installed.
So that's going to wrap it up for my review and the install of these LED taillights with the black housing and the clear lens, fitting all 2018 to 2020 F-150s with the factory LED bliss system. And remember, for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.